Hello everyone, this is Mayen. I wanted to share with you step-by-step instructions on how to make a fondant angel. This is actually my first time to make it. Well, obviously it's not perfect, but it would be nice to give all the other beginners out there an idea on how to make it. And I'm pretty sure that you could give it your own twist and make different versions of the angel. So I'm going to put this angel aside and show you the materials that we're going to use. Well, I get asked frequently as to what I use in making my cakes. I pretty much use satin eyes, so most of the time I buy online at globalsugarart.com, and usually they have a 25% off price there, so it's cheaper to buy there. So I'll be using the white fondant, and when I get a little lazy I also buy gum paste. To me it's more predictable. I think that's the best word to describe store-bought fondant and gum paste. It's more predictable and it won't give you the occasional bumps you're gonna get if you make homemade fondant. It will cost more, but you know, for somebody like me who doesn't have that much kneading power because I have shoulder issues, I'd rather buy them as much as possible. Now the colors that we're going to use would be copper. It says a light skin tone. This is from Wilton. And brown, also from Wilton. So we're not going to use a whole lot of fondant, so we're just going to use white. Now the tinted fondant, which is now coming out like a fleshy, very pale peachy color, and brown for the hair, but obviously you can use whatever you want. So first of all, what I want to create would be the wings, and I'm just going to use gum paste first, and we're going to do it this way because I would want the wings to set on a curve so that when we're ready to assemble the whole thing, it will already have dried on that curve. Now, some of you might think, where are we going to get a pattern for the wings? You can do it two ways. You can either buy a cookie cutter in the exact same size that you would want, and good luck with that. I tried looking online for that, but it really costs a whole lot. I think it was like $25 for the cutter and the veiner, which is to give the wings texture. So let me just go back and show you the angel again. I'm hoping that you can see that there are slight marks on the wings just to give it a feathery look. So in order to get that, what I did, and you might find this quite funny, I actually enlarged a picture online and I traced it with paper. It was too big, so I just traced it again. Just made my own small pattern for the wings. I'm not a great illustrator, so I just need to pretty much trace and then cut. So there you go. I have my small template for the wings. And for those of you who don't want to buy cutters like me, because this is more like a one-time thing for me because I'm making a cake for baptism next week. I think this will be an easy way to go. So it's a bad day for me to break my cutter, but just make sure that your cutter is clean and you only use it for food, and use the sharp part to trace the wing. So I'm just going to make one cut here. I got some of the background music courtesy of Sesame Street and my son kind of pulling on the camera. Okay, so let me just end this first part by just showing you the shape of the wing, and you can pretty much tap on the side I'm sorry, it's just my son is pulling on the camera stand. So push on the side just to give it a smoother edge. You're going to create a mirror image of this, and they're going to look like this. Now, this is a tool that I bought from Michael's. It's curved. You can pretty much use whatever you have available. But if you dry them on a curve, they're going to pretty much dry like that. It will be a lot easier to put it on your angel. Now, to give it the marks like this, I'm not sure if you're going to see, but you can use whatever tool you have. You can use a clean fork. You can use toothpicks. I use a Wilton tool that's shaped like a shell and has ridges on it. And you can just tap on the gum paste wings, and you would be able to highlight these by brushing on very lightly some luster dust. I use silver luster dust. You will not be able to see that clearly here on the video, but if you use that, the final product will be much nicer because you'll be able to see all the lines. So wait for part 2, please, and because this video is getting a little long, so wait for part 2.